All right, BC Lions fans and CFL fans, Three Down Bros here. Right after the big BC win over Calgary, 30-26, down almost to the last minute. It was really, really close, a much needed win, but a win over a lot of adversity. Initial thoughts, Arthur?
Well, I think that they're battling three teams out there. I think the Lions are, battling the Calgary Stampeders, very formidable foe, and it seemed like some of the calls were going against them. Replay center, and actually they were shooting themselves in the foot too. So at their own times, like fumbles and that. But in the fourth quarter, they rose a bit, and then they got down again. So yeah, I say they had overcome adversity, and then they made plays when they needed to. Greg?
Do you believe in Santa Claus? Because I'll tell you what, the Stamps were dressed in red and white, and the refs and the replay center pretty much wrapped up Christmas gifts for Calgary this whole game. They were trying to put a gift under the tree a lot earlier than Christmas for Calgary. I'll tell you, adversity is a great way to put it, Arthur. Drop balls and everything, yeah, that's on the lines, but man, that hill was very steep with calls being made and unchallenged and unmade, or whatever you want to call it. This was a must-win, and I'll tell you what, this is going to galvanize this team for sure.
Yeah. So if you're joining us tonight, either on YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok, welcome. Glad that you can join us. Type your comments in on the chat, and we'll be able to respond and interact with you that way. But yeah, the game started off, a little bit slow. Our offense wasn't clicking. Calgary was scoring field goals, which is great. Our defense was holding them to field goals. And then when did we start clicking?
Second quarter.
Second quarter. So second quarter we get 13 points. Yeah. Third quarter we shut them out, and then the fourth quarter, VA gets hurt. I think that's probably one of the big stories. It was kind of bittersweet. I hate to see VA get hurt. Yep. He's a competitor. He didn't want to slide, went head first. That was a good tackle, but unfortunately his head hit the ground. I don't know what the injury is, but I hope he's okay. How do you think? Players of the game.
Players of the game.
Okay,
you can go ahead.
I go first. All right. My favorite, the beast, Mr. Xander Horvath. What was his?
102 yards rushing.
Yeah.
And 3 for 3, 32 yards receiving.
Yeah, he was a beast. He was tough to get down.
One touchdown.
Yeah, one touchdown.
He moved a guy with one leg, man.
I'm going to get that clip. He was pushing the pile. He got like 5-6 yards on one leg because one defender was holding the other leg.
He had the one leg in there trying to pull him back, and he was still driving forward.
And pushing forward. That was something. So he's my player of the game. Greg, who's yours?
The Renaissance man. I'll tell you, I've been giving him a pretty hard time, thinking he's lost a step. I will say that. I'll be the first to admit I'm wrong. But TJ Lee, number 6, I'll tell you what, 9 defensive tackles.
Yes.
And do I say game changer, game saver, whatever, that pick in the last dying seconds of the game, sealed it for the Lions. So TJ Lee, man, good on you, TJ.
My player of the game is Keon Hatcher Sr., 7 catches on 10 targets, 83 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Big bounce back from last week.
Big bounce back for Keon.
Huge game. Hey, let me read a whole bunch of comments. Owen from TikTok says, "Hey guys, hey Owen, nice to see you again." Shibby says, "Not sure how we won with that ending, but I'll take it." Yeah, that ending was.
What did you say his name was?
Shibby.
Okay, just checking.
Perry says, Arthur, okay, he says, "Nice to see you all smiling." And then he says he wants to see Arthur smile too. Captain Buttershirt says, "Horvath, yes." Almo says, "Gutsy win. Defense held the fort early on when the offense was struggling." Q-Man says, "Hatcher." Yeah. Perry says, that defender was 300 pounds.
Yes, he was.
Which, the one who fell on top of VA?
No, the one who Horvath was moving.
Okay. He was moving 3-4 guys.
Suter made that point. He goes, "That is a 300-pound man that Horvath is moving with his one leg." I'm like, oh my Lord.
Yeah, but our offense was not clicking in the beginning, and I thought, it is going to be a long game. Our defense was holding, but eventually we started clicking, and that was good. But things were not going our way.
No.
The calls, the bounces were not going our way. There were that one PI in the end zone, the inadvertent PI,
Accidental.
accidental PI. The receiver tripped on his own.
Replay clearly
It's like-
shows he tripped on his own foot, and Suter even said he tripped on his own feet.
It's like,
I don't know. Was maybe the line spotter, like you guys said, didn't see it, or Buck just thought not worth it.
yeah,
I don't know.
Buck didn't challenge it. He could. There was before there was another one that should have challenged too, right? That would have held him to a field goal. So I'm not sure what's happening. Buck's not challenging. Maybe I don't know.
He's saving it for like a big play. Like,
Well, he saved it for the roughing the passer, which didn't work.
Come on, guys. The way the replay center, the replay center even overturned a call that nobody challenged. When Nate was going down, they overturned it from incomplete to a sack, which took us out of field goal range.
yeah.
Yeah.
How does the replay? If anybody out there in Cyberland or online, anybody, let us know what the rule is. Can the replay center just make a call like that? I'm at a loss.
Yeah. So Zimmerman says, I know where you sit. We're in section 224 what?
246.
246. Leonard says, will you post the interview that we did? Yes, we will. We will soon. We're still working on the edits. Morbital says, I did not go to the game. Weather has been brutal in Alberta. Yeah, it looked really bad. Yeah.
As shown by the attendance tonight.
Yeah.
That was paltry.
Yeah, Wayne says, great, exciting game, bros. Well done. Yeah, it was so close to the end. I really thought that Calgary was going to score, a field goal.
Yeah.
In their last drive, because when we scored our touchdown, there was 2 minutes left. We were saying, "Don't go so fast," right?
But I think that's how they scored all night. They were quick strikes, right?
Yeah.
Chunk plays. I don't mind it.
Yeah,
No, but you
it
want to
leaves
wear
them
that
2
Calgary
minutes,
defense down, and that was my key
True,
to the game.
true,
They
but
weren't listing the three down row me. Come on.
I think they're taking away the short zones and they're daring BC to beat them deep.
Yeah,
Well, and you take what they give you, right? That's the old saying.
yeah.
Take what the defense gives you, and we did.
yeah. Lasteroid says, great 2 catches from McInnes in the end. Really hoping we can get him going again like previous years. Yeah, he's been having a few drops, right? He started off the game with a drop, and then he didn't have another target till like late in the second half. But yeah, good catches. But
I just wish he was faster, just a little faster.
No, that was where we said don't get the
that's
touchdown,
true,
right?
that's true.
Because there was
Slow
still
down, that's right.
too much time left. Captain Buttershirt says, first game in a while where BC penalties could have changed the result. Yeah, we were getting so many penalties.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like holding calls were one way. I mean, how many lines did we see get their helmets off, around and jerseys pulled up? Got to go both ways, man.
Yeah. Small furry animal. Hey, you must be at the game, small furry animal.
You owe us one. You owe us one.
Good game, man. Good game to go.
Hope you and your wife had a great time there. It was a great victory. I'm sure you did.
I do remember his prediction. He said, if we go, the Lions might lose. Well, hey, thanks for breaking that curse. Now you should go all the time.
You're 10 yards away from
Hey, my
keeping
player
that
of the
curse.
game stepped up. And Small Furry Animal must go to those games now. Every time the Lions are in Calgary, he must go. Mrs. Furry Animal, did you hear that?
Yeah, but Matthew Betts was a beast today too.
He was.
He was there a lot of times, just chasing after VA. One time he chased VA out. Another time he was chasing VA, and VA had to throw the ball, and it was just throw it away.
Yeah, his motor was in high gear tonight. And again, maybe don't get a sack, but again, you rush the quarterback, you hurry him, you get in his head a little bit, change his angle of the throw.
Yeah. Daniel says, hey guys, yes. Mark says, it was miserable there, but well worth it. But easily worst stadium in CFL, even old Empire vibes in the Concourse.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've been I've been there before. Or
Yeah.
McMahon.
McMahon, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty old. It's pretty old. Yeah, just remind me of a bit of Empire.
But it's the university stadium, is it not? On the university grounds?
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah, then.
Yeah, Wayne says, unfortunately, VA got injured. Yeah. But it looks like he'll be all right. I hate to see the QBs go down. I was afraid it was something to do with his neck, the way his head went down.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I don't know if they did any concussion protocol because the way when he was walking off the field, he was a little wobbly. But I hope he's all right. Morbital says Hatcher with a good rebound game after last week.
Yep.
Yes. Naughty Ride Dog on TikTok says nice to keep the win streak going. Yeah, absolutely.
They cannot lose anymore until they at least hit 500. They got it. I mean, now we've looked at the standings. They've leaped. They jumped over Calgary. They've got the season series against Edmonton. They're really only 2 games behind the leaders now, right? With 4 wins, the leader's only at 6 wins, so we can reel in more than one team.
Yeah. Last Ride says, our defense proved itself once again. This could have easily gone Calgary's way, but we were able to hold them to field goals and punts. Hopefully they can keep this up. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Daniel says, what do you think of Barry Hill returning kicks? Great win. Barry Hill, I don't know. I don't know about that. He was, that fumble was his, right?
Yep.
Great.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. I think Greg's wife is here.
So,
Hang on. Stand by.
Duty calls, Greg.
Q-Man says, how's our return game? Our return game is still not very good. I think just getting 5-6 yards, I'm happy with that. Q-Man says, not a lot of vectoring tonight. As I was telling the guys during the game, right? Just move forward and just don't lose the ball.
And we lost the ball, once at least? Once, twice?
Yeah. Small Furry Animal says, my wife did hear you, Greg.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You owe me 2 now.
Peg City says, VA went into the quiet tent for a bit.
Yeah.
Daniel says, Sask, what a huge game that will be. Yeah, next week. That's going to be a big game. Peg says, did Greg's wife bring pizza? We already had pizza.
I brought pizza to start.
Wayne says, hey, 3 Down Bros, I assume you'll be cheering for the Riders on Saturday. No, we're not going to be cheering for the Riders.
Yeah, we'll be cheering for the Riders, all right, to lose.
No, they're playing. No, they're playing on Eastern team.
Oh, you're talking about cheering for the Riders this week.
This week. I thought next week's game against BC.
Well,
yeah, okay, yes. Spice Pop House says, the missed field goal through the end zone for no points was helpful. Yeah. As it enabled Lions to be up by 4 with that final Hatcher touchdown.
Yeah, they could have just grinded it out and then kicked a field goal.
Yeah. Barry Hill says, Q-Man says, Barry Hill 2 fumbles. No way he plays next week. Yeah, if I'm the coach, I wouldn't play him.
Don't get Greg started.
Who was that? Who was that?
Barry Hill.
No, but who's that with the comment?
Oh, that was Q-Man.
Q-Man, we'll talk on Monday. I appreciate that.
Serena says, undisciplined game, but also the officiating was questionable. Yeah, I want to go through the game again and list out all the bad calls.
I think the word inconsistent is more because I mean, if you're going to call it one way, call it on both teams, right? Call it even. It was just such an uphill battle for the Lions today.
Yeah, even that last McInnes catch, right? Like Arthur was calling, he was running straight. That guy ran, he ran into that guy. And in previous games, we've seen that called as pass interference.
It was called earlier on Dante Williams, which led to their score.
Yeah, on the 1
right?
yard line.
The guy jumped into Dante, who was kind of holding his ground. You should have at least 50% right to that spot on the field. Guy jumps into him. They called it before the play was even over. We heard Prue on the microphone.
Yeah.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Daniel says, Nathan looked a lot better tonight. Yeah, and it was great seeing him run. I think last week he really wasn't allowed to run, but he needs to run. That's part of his game. When he runs, then he's playing fast and loose. Then he's in his zone. Right?
When he runs and uncorks a 30-yard plus bomb, that is Nathan.
Yeah, that was.
I would have liked a tighter spiral though.
He was in the air. He jumped up in the air and he threw.
Hey, he set a pretty high bar for me.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy.
Human says, watermelon smash game next week should be good. Yes, it will be. Basically, like our Labor Day game now.
Yeah.
Last story says, what were your thoughts on Calgary's backup quarterback?
He's tough. He took some licks.
Yeah.
He's tough.
Yeah.
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 He made some good throws. I think he was 6 for 10.
I mean, we blitzed him a few times too, and he was
stood in
10.
there.
Yeah, he was able to get through that.
Got lucky though on that one tip ball that.
Yeah, Dante could have had that. But you said, again, hard to knock that down because he's kind of going up and backwards. But again, he's got maybe he doesn't know Brissett's behind him, right? But
Yeah. From TikTok, Naughty Ride Dog says, the next game will be tough. Yeah, against Saskatchewan, that'll be tough. Thursday game seems to be a struggle to get fans in the stadium.
That's probably true.
Yeah. I
Well,
think Thursday games are more for TV, right? Okay, Mark says, in the stadium, it sure looked like McInnes made that catch, which the Stamps challenged and won. Yeah, we thought it was a catch too. It was bobbling a little bit as he was coming down. And it took them such a long time to review it.
Yeah.
That was the other thing that Arthur was upset about. Like, if they're going to take so long to try to overturn it, then they shouldn't. They should just leave it
it's
as
almost
is.
like because it's supposed to be inconclusive, right? It's it's got to be like no doubt. And when they're taking that long, it's like they're looking for any little thing to overturn
The
it.
call in the field was a catch.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to take that long to find evidence that you can
Yeah.
overturn it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Brent says, trending in the right direction. BC stringing together big plays. Go Lions. Yes, absolutely. Daniel says, again, Horvath, why is Butler even in there? Drives me nuts when he just runs up the middle. Yeah, he's only getting like 1-2 yards, 3 yards.
Yeah.
His average was pretty low.
He used to have a nose for the open field, but yeah, it's just,
Yeah, he's
I
not.
wonder if the injuries slowed him down. The accumulation of injuries. He's had a lot of football, right? So
Yeah,
well, because he hasn't had another back to spell him off.
yeah. Wayne says, obviously the wet weather did cause some problems holding onto the ball. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? If you know that it's wet and slippery, then hold two hands, right? See that last McInnes catch? He ended up holding this way. That's what Barry Hill should have done it, right?
Versus trying to fight for the he could have probably scored if he wants to straight arm the guy behind him and run faster with the ball. But no, let's secure
Yeah,
it.
Barry Hill. The other one, who was it?
Jackson, who just- he
He
knocked
was
it out of his own
running
hand.
around with the ball like that on his Naughty Ride Dog says, should they eliminate Thursday games one day? I'm not sure if that'll happen, given that they're getting more money from TV now or streaming.
I think they're getting more money. I mean, I don't. CFL is a gate-driven league, but maybe TV revenues are going to eclipse the gate. So, but you have to build the gate. You have to build a hype within your own city.
right. Yeah.
So that's a really tough question. If DAZN has Saturday nights, I think ideally have evening primetime games,
Yeah.
like primetime Eastern games.
Q-Man says, with no blackouts now, any weather and fans eat their tickets and watch from home.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, as long as they have tickets, then that still helps with the gate revenue, right?
Oh, there's nothing like being at the game though.
I know. it's
That
not the same,
electricity,
yeah.
that.
Well, that's because we have a dry stadium.
Wow.
If we were at McMahon when it's raining on us, it might be a little bit different story. Right?
Yeah, that's right.
West Coast spoilage.
Yeah. Spice Papa says, you need two running backs. Remember how potent Philpott Millington were.
Yep, but they were on the field at the same time.
Yeah. Well, we had Butler and Horvath on the field at the
Yep.
same time, too. Captain Buttershirt says, Betts had some fire in his belly.
Yeah.
He did. And when he was yapping with that ref, we were afraid that he was going to draw a penalty.
That's what I said. Just go to the sideline because something could come out. And the ref, the way it was going, what did we say? The Lions had no margin for error the way the calls were going tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a 15-yard penalty for breathing or something.
Yeah. Owen from TikTok says, do you think they use a running back by committee in the future with Horvath and Butler?
I think you do that until you get the playoffs, and then
Yeah.
playoffs you're going to go with the hot hand.
Yeah, keep them fresh, right, for the playoffs. That's what Winnipeg used to do with Andrew Harris and with Oliveira even.
Mm-hmm.
Naughty Ride Dog says, it's a fact what stadium looks like helps. Sell old stadium fans would rather stay at home. Yeah. But, the cost of getting a new stadium is huge, right? Where are we? Okay. Peg City says, game day experience and a competitive team will get fans in the stands. Tickets to CFL games are $20, $30. Yeah. And yeah, it's such a good deal, right?
For entertainment value, you can't beat it.
Can't beat it.
I saw a post on Twitter. The Canucks tickets prices, like how many hundreds of dollars, right? Lyndon James, that was an amazing game. Rourke's diving TD was nuts. Yeah, I wasn't sure he was going to make it because he was running, and then he kind of paused, and then he decided he's going to go for it, and then he went in the corner there.
His shoulder looks just fine.
Yeah. It's good. We need him.
Mark says, Thursdays are great pre-NFL season. Much rather have games over 3 days. Better exposure for League 2.
Yeah, he's got a point.
Yeah.
Can never get enough CFL.
Yeah. Serena says, the defense overran VA a couple of times. Yeah.
Yep.
Left a couple of sacks out there, but played well. Yeah, there was one where we rushed like 6, I think. And 2 guys were right there, and then VA just stepped up and was able to get through. Oh, that was when he got hurt.
That was when he got hurt.
That's when he got hurt.
Because we sent the house, and he like 3 guys overran
Yeah.
him. But again, you're also dealing with a veteran quarterback in VA who's just got. I mean, over those years, you get that instinct. When there's that much pressure, you kind of can wiggle out of it sometimes, and he almost did.
Yeah. So Q-Man says, horror stories from old Empire with weather. But you had to go or you wouldn't see the game, because of the blackouts. Wayne says, I love seeing the Stamps in the bottom of the West. I guess we're technically tied in terms of standings.
We have a game in hand.
But, yeah.
And now we're 1-1 in the season series. But it doesn't matter because there'll be a third game.
Yeah.
In our stadium.
Not sure.
I hope so.
Tommy says, that one had me sweating. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We were sweating at the end. And even when TJ Lee got the interception out of the end zone, I was yelling, hold on to the ball. Don't drop it. Because the worst thing is for him to fumble it at that point.
And then somebody picks it up and just waltzes in.
Yeah. And Naughty Ride Dog from TikTok. What should the BC Lions do to get more fans at games? That's a good question. We've been interviewing people. So before the games, we've been going around, especially young people, just asking them, what do you think? So we'll compile all this and then we'll put a video, just a random snapshot of what people think we should do. But if you guys have any thoughts, I would love to hear that too.
Tune in Monday. Let us know.
The product needs to win. Like the Lions need to have a strong record. And in the last 2 years, they've started slow.
Yeah.
Right. So that does not help. This year it's going to be tough with the World Cup hangover.
Yeah.
But I think the Canucks are rebuilding, so there's a void in the market now. The Whitecaps have picked up that void big time, but I think Lions can still pick some of that up too.
Yeah. Wayne says, unfortunately for the Lions, they have to play the Riders next. Well, we'll see. I mean, it's going to be a tough game. Brent says, how will Salter get game reps with Horvath covering third and short?
Well, we actually commented on that tonight. It would have been nice to see a couple packages with Salter in there. I mean, you think about it. You got Rourke, Salter, and Horvath in there. What are you going to do as a defensive coordinator?
Yeah. I mean, we saw last week, right, with Salter and Horvath there, the opponent doesn't know who to key in on. But, today, there was one play where Rourke wanted to pull the ball from Horvath, and Horvath wouldn't let him pull it. Horvath yanked the ball out of Rourke's hand. I think Rourke wanted to run the ball for that play, but yeah, we need to do like what Salter and Horvath did, a two-headed monster. Rourke can give us that too, right? Mm-hmm. Mark says, will we hit at least lower bowl sellout for Riders next Saturday? I sure hope so.
Yeah, but it might be a lot of Rider fans if that happens. That's the thing. All those transplanted prairie folk.
Yeah, well, it's still revenue.
Yes, that's
still
true.
revenue.
Naughty Ride Dog from TikTok says, it's hard to get fans to want to go to a hot, stuffy BC place to watch games. Yeah. Morbidal says, if they want me back as a season ticket holder, they need to reverse the rule changes. Yeah.
Ooh,
I mean, that's a
one on our
big
side,
thing.
bro.
That's a big thing. Don't show all your cards with Salter. Perry says, save him for the tougher game.
What?
When we need to run. There was one drive where it was all runs until the very last drive, the last play where we threw it into the end zone. Mm-hmm. That was beautiful. That was that's bully ball football, right?
Roland's favorite.
Yeah.
Smashville.
Tommy says, I have to admit Williams has played much better the last 3 games. I've hated on him before, but he's looked much better now. TikTok, Naughty Ride Dog. Only rule change I will like will be goalpost moved to the back of the end zone. Oh, you want it to be moved to the back of the end zone.
I think is that Cody Fajero? his burner account.
Owen says, like, how many fans do you get a game? Last week was bad, right?
20K, 19
Did
19
we have
and change.
20 last week?
I think it's 19K,
I mean,
20.
what more
yeah.
could Mr. Doty? He gave away. I mean, that promo, your first
terrible.
Lions game on us, and you could invite yourself plus X amount, and then the ticket got you into the PNE. I mean, there can't be much more value to that ticket than that.
I agree with you. Yeah, it's
Mind-boggling.
come on, Lions fans, support the team.
Yeah. Jess Jacob says, that was a good game. Yeah, it sure was. The nail biter. Owen from TikTok, what's BC's capacity? Because I know for my Red Blacks, we have gone from 14,000 this season to like 17,000. Well, BC plays the capacity is like
58 something.
50, yeah.
No,
They're not gonna
sorry.
hit
When
that.
they redid it, it dropped it
Like
down a
to
little bit. I think it's like
54,000?
54 something,
Yeah.
yeah. Because they made the seats a little more roomier and steeper, or less steep or something down on the lower bowl.
Yeah. Naughty Ride Dog. Maybe Lions should try some 1 p.m. games. More families may go. They've been doing 4 p.m. games, and it worked well last year. This year, it didn't seem to work that well so far.
I mean, really, we only had 2 home games so
Yeah.
far. So.
Yeah.
Serena says, I used to be a Colden hater, but he's improved a ton. I'm in the same boat as you. He played okay today, and the last couple games. But initially, in the beginning of the season, I didn't like him at all.
Greg, do you want to know how many yards the Rough Riders, the Stampeders passed on our beleaguered defense?
Sure.
Vernon passed for 148 and Love passed for 58.
So
206.
wow. On our beleaguered secondary.
One touchdown. Vernon's longest pass was 17 yards. And that Love pass, that longest was that one we saw was tipped, is 32 yards. So we were concerned about the Lions secondary. We're concerned about chunk plays given up to Vernon Adams. We did a pretty good job.
Yeah, again, first quarter though, I was complaining like our zones didn't look very tight, our coverage didn't look tight. We got guys, to me, like when you're making like 5, 6, 7 strides to come get to a ball carrier, I feel like you're out of position. It looks that way, but hey, the defense did what they needed to do. They bent, and field goals are good, I guess, from the red zone.
That's how BC won the game.
There's a few more comments here. So Q-Man says 52,400 for a BC Place capacity. Joker Blitzia says, I'm here to eat crow. My stamps were bad. And he adds, it was freezing here in Calgary tonight. Okay. It was a nail biter though at the end.
It was 25 degrees and sunny in Vancouver today.
Yeah.
You're rubbing it in. Wayne says, I like the new Rouge rules, where on a missed field goals that go through the end zone,
That's
they don't get a
right,
point.
baby.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Roland will take
That would have
But I
changed
won't-
the complexion of the game.
I'm not gonna die on that hill. Owen from TikTok says, Caden Salter should get some different plays next game, like use him in different ways.
I like 2nd and 2, bring in Salter, and then you can save Nathan. Nathan doesn't have to necessarily take some hits, because if Nathan does RPO and then he keeps it, he can maybe get 2 or 3 tough yards, but then you don't want Nate to take that hit, right?
Nope.
So
Yeah.
Salter, you have to account for him.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think sometimes for short yardage, they want to line up quickly, right? So if they need to sub out Nathan and for Salter to come in, that'll take.
Well, what
run
you
up a few
do,
seconds,
you
right?
like one of the receivers just goes out and then Salter comes in, and then Nate rolls. Like you put Nate as a receiver.
Or
Yeah. So then they still
So
have to cover.
who lines up behind Horvath then? Salter or Nate?
I'd put Salter behind Horvath, and then Nate becomes like a wide receiver.
Yeah.
So you just sub off one receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Morbital says, save the Rouge. Cuman says, those Calgary fans look like it was midwinter. Don't blame people for watching on TV. Yeah, it's tough, yeah. Small furry animal. People wearing parkas tonight, but no mosquitoes. Oh, that's one good thing when it's cold.
Well, when it's cold and rainy, yeah,
Mosquitoes know better. Unless they're a diehard football fan, then they'll brave the elements, right?
Naughty Ride Dog from TikTok. Do you think the Lions will ever partner with Whitecaps for a new stadium at the PNE? I'm not sure.
I think they might do a co-management, and that's what some of the teams have done is they've taken over management of their local arena or stadium, so that might happen. I'm hoping that like the Lions and Mr. Doman get like an equal chance to manage BC Place.
Because I think the PNE, I think the big thing about having a stadium there is transit-wise, it's not as accessible as downtown. Because not too many buses go. There's not a lot of places for buses to stop. It's just logistically difficult, I think is the best way. Parking is tough around the PNE.
Yeah.
Downtown's got a little more potential for that, I think. But it would be nice if they went back to that site. I like the Empire Stadium, the site.
Well, I think there's the question comes from there's a lot of discussion that the Whitecaps have applied to run BC Place and manage it, and then the Lions, of course, apply to run it as well. So that's, I think, it's just so you know who's going to spend money to build a soccer stadium or a football stadium. So
yeah, that's I think that's the biggest thing, right?
The money.
You gotta build it.
I mean, they want public money, and there's no way we're gonna. I don't think BC or Canada's economy is in that position to put money forth on a soccer or football season. No, for hockey stadiums, that's another story because they are willing to do that, at least in Alberta.
Okay, we have a serious question from Joker Blitzia. It says, serious question, why do they spell Horvath for Jennings as much? What does that mean? Horvath made constant yards after contact.
Why do they spell him for Jennings? You mean?
I'm not sure what. Maybe there's a typo there. I don't.
Butler.
Okay. Maybe Joker Blitzia, if you can retype that question in. We didn't kind of understand. Cuman says a QB has to be on field. That's why Nathan is out there in short yardage. Yeah, I think what Arthur's saying is sub him out with Salter or put Salter in, so then we have two QBs.
I would put Salter. I would take out one of the receivers and put Salter in, and then let Salter go behind.
Take out a wideout because the wideout doesn't have so far to run off the field, and Nathan just slides out.
Yeah.
Naughty Ride Dog says Surrey has land. Cuman says PNE would be a disaster. No rapid transit.
That's what I'm saying.
That's Greg's point on the
Cuman
talks.
and I are on the same page in the same book tonight. I like that.
Well, I mean, that wasn't the question about managing BC Place. But yeah, I mean, the talk was Whitecaps would build a stadium out in the PNE, but I don't know if the Lions, they want a 30 seat stadium. I don't know, the Lions, I don't know if that works. And then we're playing into the fall, and there's gonna be a lot of rain. I think the Lions are okay in BC Place. I think if the crowds come in, we'll need 40,000+, and then I mean, 30,000. I don't know. I think that's too small for the Lions.
Let's max it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, I think they were thinking about a new stadium, 35,000 seat stadium. Yeah.
Yeah, because when we had when they were renovating BC Place, Empire Field was what, 20,000?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Okay, guys, it's 9:40. It was a great win. Coming into the game, I was really nervous. When the game started, I was nervous. And then when offense started to click, I was thinking, okay, we got this. Our defense is holding, and our offense can do it. And then we got like a 2-and-out or something.
Oh no, we got an interception. Nate threw the in pick.
Yes. Yeah.
And then 2 plays later, they're like on the 1 yard line, right?
That's right. Yeah.
And then we get the kickoff and we fumble it, right?
Like I said, it was Christmas was looking like it's coming early. I tell you.
And then they missed the field goal.
That was a bad miss. I mean,
and then the Lions were able to get the touchdown and then hang on. But hey, ugly win, Roland.
Yeah.
Uglier than the Hamilton win last week?
Okay, which is more ugly?
I would say it's less ugly, but more adversity.
Adversity.
Yeah.
So they really had to dig deep to overcome adversity. Okay, Joker Blitzia. Okay, so your tailback Horvath is an absolute beast. It's a different offense when Nathan is handing off and play actioning with Horvath versus. Okay, when you say Jennings, I think you mean Butler.
That's okay.
But Butler's our other running back. Yeah, absolutely. Butler used to be able to run well, but maybe he's age is catching up.
Father Time is undefeated, right, Greg?
Yeah, always.
'Cause-
Butler used to run. Now
Yeah.
Butler looks like he scampers.
Yeah. I mean, he can still block for pass protection, which
And
is
he
good.
catches well out of the backfield.
Yeah, he does catch well. But in terms of running, like we were saying this during the game, right? They have the same O line in front of them. Horvath can easily get 6-7 yards, and some yak yards even. And Butler gets stopped by the first guy. So, and that used to be not the case with Butler. So maybe it's.
I think, like
time's
we said,
over.
like Butler now, if he runs into his own lineman, he bounces backwards and then gets hit when he bounces backwards. Horvath, if he runs into that same lineman, he moves the lineman and the guy holding the lineman.
Yeah. Naughty Ride Dog says Butler is looking old on the field now and slower. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Wayne says, see you bros on Monday. Let's hope the Riders win in Hamilton. Yeah, I think you've got a good chance against Hamilton.
I kind of hope Hamilton beats the Riders. just saying.
I mean, where do you want the line? I mean, because in the Wayne's question or prompt was more, do the Lions, are they shooting for the crossover? Or are they shooting for higher positions in the West? That's where you want, because you want the Riders to beat Hamilton, so we have the crossover.
Yeah, but the crossover doesn't get Mr. Dobin any revenue.
Yeah. I don't think we should be aiming for a crossover. We should
Aim
just
for
aim to get the best record that we can
And
get.
the West, then we want
Aim for the
Saskatchewan.
stars, baby, and if you miss, you land on the moon, right?
That's a song, right?
I have no idea, but it just
That
sounded
says
good.
fly me to the moon.
And you don't want me singing. I'm not singing.
Oh, we have a punishment for you coming up there, Greg.
Monday can't come soon enough.
Captain Buttershirt says, Horvath doesn't need to run. He mows the defense at his will.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. He's quite a beast. Like, I'm not surprised if some of the players are a little bit afraid to tackle him.
I would be.
All right, guys. It was great hanging with you. Great victory. Made our weekend.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see you guys on Monday. If you're free, come join us Monday at 8 p.m. We'll talk more. We'll have a chance to go through the game as well and maybe look at all those bad calls, and we'll talk about that. One more comment from Wayne. Greg, I don't know if I like you anymore.
You liked me at one time. Okay, I'll take that as a win.
But when you can't talk bad about his team there, Gregory.
I'm just calling it like I feels it.
Morbido says, good night, gents. Daniel says, Horvath, do we really need Butler? There's a chance that he might be gone next year, I think.
Yeah, but I think you need him you want depth as running back,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
If it's going into run-only football, and if we have to go through the prairies yet again,
Yeah.
Butler was, by the end of the season, he's not got a lot left. Now, at least you got two guys going in healthy.
Yeah, share the load up till the postseason, right?
yeah.
Naughty Ride Dog says, Lions Rider Grey Cup. Let's see if we cross over, I guess. Yeah.
How about the Riders crossing over? Huh? Sorry, Wayne. I just thought I'd say it.
Oh, boy, you're moving on. You're on his hit list now,
Wayne
man.
doesn't like me anymore, so
Oh,
I might
man.
as well just move the pile a la Horvath. Right?
Wow.
All right,
Oh, we'll
guys.
find out Monday.
It was fun chatting. Take care. Have a good rest of the week, and we'll talk to you soon.
Go
Lions.
Lions.
Go Lions.
Stop Riders.